Hello YouTubers, here we go. This is Warhammer Quest, the adventure card game. We're going to do quest number 3. I have successfully defeated quests number 1 and 2 on this game, so I'm just going to set it up, so bear with me. So, here we are on quest 3, and I just thought I'd go through a little bit of setup with how we actually set these things up in Warhammer Quest. As you can see, in pursuit on the back of the card, it does actually state what we should be doing. So we have shuffle the clan rats, the ghouls, the goblin shamans, and the skeletal hordes. So what you do is you find the 3 ghoul cards, which includes the elite one, the skeletal horde, the clan rats, all 3, and the goblin shamans, all 3. They all go into the enemy deck, which we will shuffle in a minute. The quest card does actually state as well, let's get a little bit of focus on there, that you should 4 open standard enemies and 2 open elite enemies together and whack them in the enemy deck as well. This is quest number 2, well, not quest number 2, it's quest number 3, but if you look in the top left hand corner of the quest card, there is actually a 2. So what we do is we find all enemies with a 2 in the top left hand corner, which is all of these. And there are our elites with a 2 in the top left hand corner. We shuffle these up, and then what we do is we select 4 at random, and they go into the enemy deck as well. So this is shuffled up, do another mix. I'm going to turn this deck over for now, and let's quickly we'll shuffle this again in a minute. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we get rid of the rest. And then we find the elite ones, again with a 2 in the top left hand corner. We quickly shuffle them up. You grab 2, 1, 2, and that's our enemy deck formed. Give these a nice good shuffle, and that's our enemy deck made. We would then go to our location decks. Just quickly get these shuffled up like that. So we'll call that our enemy deck. That's done. It states locations, shuffle 4 open locations together. So we grab the locations, and it's the same again. On the locations in the top left hand corner, you can see 1s. This is a quest with a 2 in the top left hand corner, so we find anything with a 2 on it. 1, 2, there's 2s there. Any more? There's a 2. And that's it. So there's 2s, hang on, that's a lair. Okay, that's all the 2s. So then what we would do is we need to shuffle these together and grab 4, because that's what the quest card states. We need 4 open locations. So there are 7 to choose from. So we're just going to randomly choose 4 of the 7. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our location deck. We will stick that face down next to our enemy deck. Get rid of those, we don't need them. Because we are experienced questers, and my team of heroes have actually won their last 2. They're coming through into this quest with some gear. The warrior priest is coming in with the night cloak and a dagger, which is the night cloak coming very handy for quest number 3 because it stops him becoming sickened. Sorry, quest number 2 that was, wasn't it? That was with old, what's his name? Pain in the ass, poison bloke. Ooh, what was his name? Uncle. And the Way Watcher is coming through with Oaken Armor, which is a legendary item gear, which she managed to get on the last quest. And it lets her recover wounds, and a stiletto, which doesn't really benefit her too much. Both my heroes have upgraded their holding capacity, so they can now hold 3 items each, and they have both got 2 upgraded abilities. The warrior priest has upgraded his aid and his attack, and the Way Watcher has upgraded her aid and attack as well, funnily enough. We're setting up. So we have 2 legendary fortune cards. They stay in the quest pool, and each time we killed Odious Grump last round, so he's gone. Uncle's dead as well, so he doesn't come back. In this quest 3, we add +1 legendary fortune, and I believe the legendary fortune from the last quest still remains. Even though we found it, it gets put back into the quest deck. Shuffle 12 open gear cards together, shuffle 12 dungeon cards together. So I think what we do is we take, oh no, we take our gear cards without dropping them on the floor. Let me just grab that. If I can, let's grab it because it could be the best thing ever. Right, so we're going to grab our gear card, shuffle them. And randomly select. Oh, there's a dungeon card in there. I don't want that in there. Randomly select 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I believe the legendary fortune cards, I don't think they replace 2 of the quest cards. When you add, let me just check that. Okay, and we're back. So the legendary gear cards, when you're making your gear deck, sometimes you have to remove a couple of gear cards in order to put your legendary gear cards in. That's not the case. It just says add your legendary gear cards to your gear deck as detailed on the quest sheet. So we have 14 gear cards there. 2 legendary gear items are floating around in there. Okay, we're going to put our gear deck there. Well, let's put our gear deck there actually. And we have our dungeon deck. So the dungeon deck is 12 open dungeon cards. So in here there are some dungeon cards that we don't want to shuffle in, namely some nemesis ones, like the warpstone and some other stuff. So I'll just quickly make sure they're not in there. So now we need 12 open dungeon cards, and we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Get rid of that. There's our dungeon deck. We have our dice, our player aid, and we have Snack Craggle. See how much of a pain in the ass this one's going to be. We have our legendary gear cards, just in case we get lucky and draw a legendary gear card from the deck, and we have our conditions over here. So if something does happen, we have our conditions. We get rid of all of this, stick it over there, and we're good to go. Snack Craggle, what does he do to start the game then? Let's see. How is he going to make our life a misery? Let's put the quest card over here, because I've got a bit of glare there. Never mind. And we'll give ourselves a bit more room, shall we? Lovely. Fantastic. Player 1 is always the warrior priest, as he's the party leader. Right, Snack Craggle. What does he do when he comes out to play then? And it states, apply +1 to this enemy's resilience for each other ready enemy in play. Oh, right, so it's all about exhausting enemies now then, is it? Alarm, you may either discard 2 progress from the location or spawn 1 exhausted enemy. Spawn 1 exhausted enemy. So I believe lose a location, lose a couple of location points, or spawn an enemy on a hero and exhaust that enemy. So we're just going to be able to run with enemies pretty quick, aren't we, if we let him get out of control a little bit. So first things first, we're ready to go. What does he do? Does he spawn? Let's see. Uncle. Place Snack Craggle Nemesis card face up in the shadows. So he's in the shadows. We're good to go. We're going to start with the Warrior Priest. First thing we do is we flip a location. We have the Forgotten Armory. At the end of the location phase, the party leader may exhaust 1 action to draw 1 dungeon card. That's a good one because it's not going to affect us. We don't have to exhaust an action. It's not really that nasty. 8 progress tokens to travel. So we're going to spawn 1 open enemy onto the party leader, and then we spawn 4 face down. 1, 2, 3, 4 face down enemies in the shadows. Like so. So, here's go first. We have a clan rat, Skaven. Or we can explore straight away to stop this enemy thing happening. So I think we'll do that. Let's explore straight away. So it's go number 1. You're going to explore. Explore is 2 dice with 1 enemy die for the rat, which is engaged with me. The rat hits me for 1, and I block it with 1 shield. That's no problem, and I get 2 success tokens on the explore action. So we can explore straight away there. Explore is used. Pop that down like that, so we know it's been used. Draw and resolve 1 dungeon card. It is a healing salve. You may discard this card before or after a hero's activation for that hero to recover 2 wounds. Before or after a hero's activation. So it doesn't say myself. So I'm assuming I can use it on the Way Watcher. Fantastic. There's a gold coin, so I'm going to draw an item. It is a great sword. During your attack action, if all of the target enemies are engaged with you, you may convert 1 shield to 1 success. If all of the target enemies are engaged with me, so that's always the case because my target enemies are always melee. So during your attack action, you may apply +1 to an exhausted enemy. So I'm going to be exhausting enemies a lot. I think I won't bother with that. I'm going to keep the dagger because I'm going to exhaust enemies and use the dagger to give a +1 and it'll kill something like the Skaven. Lovely, okay. This is action number 2 over here. Okay, we're back. Had a phone call. Right, number 2, what's she gonna do? Should we try and damage Snackraggle? Is it a case of killing Snackraggle? What does he do? Oh, hang on a minute, I forgot to put the quest. Let's see what happens. We're on the quest. We're on number 1. The party cannot travel during the location phase. Okay, we're back again. So, having a little read, it appears that within 2 rounds, if we haven't fully explored this location, old Snackraggle here escapes and we lose by the looks of it. So by the time we hit this green marker here, it states, if this location is not fully explored, Snackraggle escapes. See defeat. If the location is fully explored, the party travels. Right, okay, so this is all about exploring. So, but it's going to be management, isn't it? Because we're going to have a lot of enemies coming at us in a minute. Oh, this is going to be quite a tough one then. So I'm going to explore. There. So she gets to roll 2 dice. We have 1, 2, 3 successes. So I'll plonk a 3 on there. Draw and resolve a dungeon card. You may either recover 2 wounds or ready 1 action. So I'll ready my explore because she's not wounded. And there was no gold coin on that, so we don't get an item. You may exhaust 1 non-nemesis enemy in the shadows. So we'll exhaust that one. Okay, she's done. We've got 5. We have 5 progress tokens on the Forgotten Armory. Oh, that's going to be tough. We can't explore, we can't travel, so we need to time that just about right. So we've got 1, 2, so we've got 1 to go, and then we've got 1 location phase we can't travel. Right, okay, so we're going to do a little bit of attacking over here with Soulfire. So we're going to attack. You may engage 1 enemy, so I'm going to engage him. It's another clan rat with 1 resilience, 1 resilience. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total I need there. Attack. Before this action, you may exhaust another action to target 1 additional enemy. I'm not going to do that. I get to roll 3 dice and 2 for the enemy. Whoop, let's roll that one. Is outside the box. It's a shield. So what do we get? The biggest enemy always hits. So that was a hit there. That one's a miss. Swings for 2, and I block the 2 with those 2. So that's all the enemies dealt with. I swing and hit for 2, so I'll kill. I didn't state who I was actually targeting, so that's an error on my point. I'm targeting him. I should have said before the attack who I'm targeting. So I targeted the clan rat. I hit him for 2. He's brown bread. That's done. Done and done. Yep, that's it. So we go to action number 4. We have, she can shoot across, it's not going to happen. So I think what we'll do again is we'll explore again with 2 dice because she can exhaust another nemesis in the shadows. So we'll explore, 2 successes. So that changed that 1 to a 3. We'll exhaust that one. Draw and resolve a dungeon. This is an ancient altar. You may exhaust 1 action to become empowered. Not going to do that. We're going to travel on. You may exhaust 1 non-nemesis enemy shadow. Done that. Okay. There is a 4 on the fire, which means it's the end of the hero phase. We now move into the enemy phase. So the party leader activates this one. He swings and hits me for 2 damage. Exhausted. She activates him. The giant wolf, lacerate. If this enemy is engaged with you, become bleeding. It's not engaged with me. Prey. This enemy engages the hero with the most wounds. This one. And then inflict 2 damage. So we change that 1 to a 3. Exhausted. He has now got to engage Uncle. Uncle inflicts 1 damage. Not Uncle, Snack Craggle. Snack Craggle inflicts 1 damage, then Alarm. You may either discard 2 progress tokens from the location or spawn 1 exhausted enemy. So we'll discard 2 progress tokens from the location, like so. We don't want no more enemies coming out. And Uncle, not Uncle, Snack Craggle is done. He retreats. Done. So we ready all enemies. We go to the location phase. Nothing happens. The party leader may exhaust 1 action to draw a dungeon card. Not going to do that. We're going to have to rest, I think. Okay. So then we move the peril track up 1. Like so. The party leader changes. What's she going to do? Aid. I do that, I got 3, 5. I need to travel when we get to green. If we hit the green, so we need to have 8 on there. So there's 5 on there at the minute. We need to have 8 on there by the time we hit the green on the peril track. So she's got to aid. She's going to roll 3 dice. The target hero may ready 1 action. So I'm going to roll 3. 1, 2, 3 successes. 1, 2, 3. 3 successes. So we're going to put that on explore, attack, and attack again, I think. Okay. The target hero may ready 1 action, so I'm going to ready the explore. You may choose up to 2 enemies engaged with the target hero. Each one of those enemies suffers 1 wound. When they suffer a wound like that, it ignores resilience, which is their armor, which is nice. Okay, that's all done. That's the end of the way watchers go, so we change it to a 2. You may discard this card before or after a hero to recover 2 wounds. So I'm going to discard to solve, recover 2 wounds. Get rid of that dungeon card. We're going to explore. So there's already 1 success going on there. 2 dice, 2 for the enemies. So biggest hitter hits, doesn't matter. And I had 2 successes and 1 shield. So I've got 2 damage coming in. I blocked one of them, 1 damage coming my way. And I had 2 successes. So I had 2 more successes, so that's 1, 3 in total. 3, 6, 8. So that's good. We're done now. Explored. We need a dungeon card. Oh, I forgot to add a success to a hero. Never mind. Just realised that. You may discard this card before or after a hero's activation for that hero to recover +4. Okay. And choose a hero. It gets to become an additional success token. So I think we will put that success token on the Way Watchers. This is all about exploring, this one, so I'll put it on the Explorer. That's done. Number 3. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be attacking, I think. So we'll put that up. You may engage one enemy. Do I want to engage an enemy? If she's the party leader, she's going to engage one. That means she'll engage a second and he won't. Right, I'm going to engage nobody. I'm going to target. I'm going to target. I can target up to 2 enemies. So I'm going to target the giant wolf and. No, I'm not. I'm going to target the clan rat and him there. Him and him. That's my targets. Let's roll. We have 1, 2, 3 successes. So I can distribute wounds as I see fit. I could kill that one with 2. So I'm going to kill that one with 2 of my successes, like so. And I have 1 wound going straight on there. We have a skeletal horde. Okay. Ready all your actions. Recover. If you kill someone, recover 2 wounds. I haven't got any wounds. So we just move on from that. Lovely. Okay. Now we go to 4. I can recover 4 wounds if I use my salve. I suppose it doesn't really matter at the minute. I'll hold on to it because I'm going to be resting now. 3, 6, 8. Yeah, I'm going to rest. Okay, so rest. You may exhaust 1 non-nemesis enemy engaged with you. Goodbye, you. I roll 1 dice for the rest. 1 success, so I just remove 1 wound. Choose 1 hero. That hero becomes empowered. Let's empower. Oh, I can't receive conditions because of my night cloak. So I'm going to empower the Way Watcher. Ready all your actions. Done. Okay, there's a 4 in the fire, which means we are finished. It's now the enemy phase. Activate an enemy. So we'll activate the skeletal horde, which advances to the Way Watcher. Like so. It's done. Okay, now he activates the next enemy, which will be him. It is a Giselle team which inflicts 2 wounds. 1, 2. Enemies in the shadows. This enemy cannot be engaged. Unstable. This enemy suffers 1 wound. Unstable. That Giselle team is done. And now we have Snack Craggle activates, inflicts 1 wound on our Way Watcher. Apply +1 to this enemy's resilience for each other ready enemy in play. So I've not actually attacked it, so that's fine. Alarm is you may either discard 2 progress tokens from the location, which we can't do because Snack Craggle will escape, or spawn 1 exhausted enemy. So we will be spawning 1 exhausted enemy to the party leader. It is a giant wolf. Okay. Snack Craggle is done. Like that. We then move to the green peril phase. If the location is not fully explored, it is. Snack Craggle escapes. He's not. The location is fully explored. The party travels. Okay, so we travel, which means we get rid of that. We travel to a new location. The Giselle team go away when we travel, which is nice. all enemies should have been readied after the enemy phase, like so. We're in a new location, which is the Cursed Cave. What's this one? At the end of the location phase, the party collectively discards 2 success tokens. 7, that costs to move. And we're spawning. Oh dear, okay. Party leader gets 1 face-up enemy, like that. That's the second. The third one comes to the party leader, can't get there, deals 2 damage. Like so. 1, 2, 3, fourth. And then we spawn 1 face down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 face down. Yeah, this is gonna go south pretty quickly, I think. Okay, 1. So now we have 1, 2. We've got to get 7 explore. We got to be able to explore this next location within 1 round. So 1 round we're going to be there. Next round, so we've got 8 actions in order to get this explored and try and deal with these bloody things. So I'm going to attack straight away. So let's try and clear off some of these wee beasties. You may engage 1 enemy. So I'm engaging 1 enemy. I can't engage any more enemies. I'm going to exhaust my aid so I can target an additional enemy in my blah-de-blah, my engagement zone. So I'm going to target the wolf. And I'm going to target... What does he do? Foot of Gork, Goblin Shaman. If this enemy is in the shadows, you suffer wounds equal to his attack value and become sickened. Oh dear, I don't want him in the shadows. So I'm going to target the wolf and the clan rat. No. The wolf and the shaman. I have 2 success tokens which I can distribute now. So I'm going to give those to both of them, 1 each, to knock off their armor. And I roll 3 enemy die for each enemy engaged with me. I'm rolling everything. Okay, we have 1, 2, and a miss. Deary me, we rolled 2 shields, 1 success. Roll it again. 3 in total. So we have 5 damage coming our way with 2 shields, so we take 3 damage. Like that. And that's all the enemy dice dealt with and the shields dealt with. We rolled 1 exploding success, so we may as well stick it there. Or can we kill him? Because he's a bit of a pain, isn't he? Hits for 3. And I need 4 to kill it. Damn it, so I can kill that. I only need 2 to kill that. 1's on there already to remove the armor. It's already got 1 wound. So that one's dead, and I have 1 wound going on him. Like that. Okay, that's done. I had +1, +1. So take 1 off, and I can give another wound. +1, +1 because of my special new and improved attack ability. That's the problem with this game. Remembering your admin is one of the biggest things of this game.